Hello there everyone, here's a review of Revoltech Woody from Toy Story. You may be asking two things. One, where is Woody? Two, what is Revoltech? Well, I can answer that with one simple answer. I feel like something's missing from here. Oh yeah! His hat. Okay, seriously, I'll just fix all this up. Now, Woody doesn't really come unassembled, but he does come fully packaged as an actual figure. But he does work with the Revoltech joint system, a series of tight, ratchety, clicky joints that allows him to form a body. They're everywhere, from either the tiny ones in the wrist, the bigger ones in the hip, or they're even medium-sized ones that don't really click that much, but they're still ratcheting in the arms. As a little size comparison, I will compare Woody, if he can stand up. Nope. We'll compare him to a figure that I reviewed recently. In fact, it was the review that came before this. To Core Hunter. So yeah, he's not the biggest toy in the world, but he's fairly decently sized. He's around a little over 6 inches. The posability for Woody is pretty solid. I'm not going to lie on that. The head can move around. Ever like this, there's a little joint in the neck back here. Doesn't do much, but you can get him to do a little neck movement there. That's cool. Everything can move around there. You can take off the hat, and I'll take that off. The arm can move out and forward. It's on the ratchet type of ball joint deal, but careful on this side because the little sheriff star is right there, and I kind of smudged it a bit, so be careful. Elbow's kind of weird. You can move it inward, and it blends in with the entire sculpt of the arm, trying to make it look like it's a fabric arm. You can move it this way to give him more of a traditional arm, but it's going to break up the sculpt a bit. I don't mind it, but just a little heads up on that. The wrist can move all the way around and up and down, so that's pretty cool. The waist is weird. Like you can click it once or twice backwards, but that's not much, and it can rotate. So if you want to do that, go ahead. Hips are also kind of weird. The way they're attached, they can move up perfectly fine. Backwards, it could be a little better. He's got a big butt, so it won't work out that well. You can also move it outward, but you gotta move the peg inside there in order for it to work. The knee, it's like a 135, it's around there. It's a pretty decent bend. Ankle's a little weird, because the two pegs in the Revoltech, one's inside here and one is going inwards towards the shoe. So you can turn it like this, but if you want to tilt the foot, you gotta have it go along inside here. So he can pose well, he can do things, he can do disco dances, whatever you would have him prefer to do. And I can't even get that to, well, no, got it to work. He's gonna wear the hat, and there we go. He's fairly detailed. He's really, like, insanely accurate to the cartoon and the movie and anything else Woody was in. Probably should have said the movie first. Even the little pull cord in the back, the cow printing, even the little, it's hard to make out, but he's got the little cactus dotted outline even on the boots. Very nice. The only thing he really should come with is his little gun, or at least a match in the holster, but it's not there. Yeah, it's a shame, but I can't complain. Speaking of things he comes with, he does come with some accessories. One of them is an actual other, character. Lenny. The actual little binoculars guy that Woody loves so much. The voice actor for him died years ago, and that's kind of sad, but he's here. He can't move at all. He's just a stationary figure. You can't even twist this, or even if you can, I'm afraid to. He acts as a little accessory for Woody, which I'll get to in a second. And his other accessories come in a little box that all, or at least most Revoltech figures come with to hold the accessories. He comes with a little microphone that can be used that was used in the movie. Not often, but that's there. It can be held by a holdy grippy hand, which is only really used for the microphones. It can hold that. Or if you want to be creative, he can also use it to hold the hat if you get it in the right position. So that works. He comes with another little hand that is very similar to the one he has here, but there's a little peg inside. And the peg is used to put in Lenny, and you can simply just swap out the hands by taking off the joint and putting it back on. These are really thin, so be careful. Come on. There we go. Nope, never mind. I'm a liar. I'm probably just going to cut this. There we go. Now he's staring into your soul. So you can hold Lenny perfectly fine. It's a little weighty, but if you have a stand, it's not that big of an issue. I'll just pull that off. Again with this stupid thing. It comes with a little pointy gun hand that can be used for certain poses that he does in the movies, so that's pretty cool. And he does come with another one of these types of hands to replace this one. There's not that big of a difference. One's more of a splayed fingers, one other one's more of just relaxed hands. So that's up to you. Also comes with an extra hand for the Buzz Revoltech figure. Nothing too spectacular. This is basically just used to hold Lenny as well. I find it weird that Buzz's thumb is like way out there. Like it looks as big as it looks like it's even bigger than the fingers. I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate, but if it is, good call. Now, one of the features and gimmicks of Woody... Oh, forgot to mention. He's got Andy on his bottom of his foot. That's cool. But he also comes with this. What might this be for? Well, for one of Woody's gimmicks and most Revoltechs can do. You can pull off his face and show something really disturbing. And go in the back, little pegs. And the little blue tool here is used to move the eyeballs. See how creepy this is? It's kind of weird to do. I'm better off just doing it with my hand. Creepy, right? You can make him look in any direction you want. He can look to the right, to the left. You can even give him some derp eyes. Derp eyes away. It adds some really cool detail, but it's really creepy to do that. So I just like to keep him stationary or move to one side or the other. So we'll give him derp eyes. So that's pretty cool. I can't complain. Put the hat back on, make it look cool. The hat doesn't peg in, it's just mostly just by friction. But it stays in there fairly solid, so I wouldn't complain. So that's Woody. You know, I can't complain, he's really cool. Really worth the money. So, I guess that's it. There's really nothing else to talk about, nothing else I forgot, so... Alright, this is Shadow Gear 655 signing out and goodbye. See you folks, another...
Will you get up here and give me a hand?
What? I should mention that the box looks really nice. I mean, look, it's premium style. It shows all the little details of everything he can do. Even showing how the Revoltech system is working on the side. And if you open up the flap... Oh my god! I'm not gonna lie. This was one of the sole reasons I wanted to pick up this toy. Sure, Woody is my favorite figure and my favorite toy from the movie. But... why does he come with this face? He spawned a meme called Hentai Woody, and if you know what that means, then you're on the internet too much. It's supposed to resemble him smiling, or mostly laughing, hysterically laughing from the first movie. But it doesn't quite look like that. It looks rather demented. And I think it's just fun having a face like this. Sure, everything he comes with is pretty solid, a decent amount of accessories, but this face alone is worth the money. At least I think so. It's just funny. What you can do with it and what people have done with it, it's just cool to own something this rare. And when I mean rare, I mean it. When this thing came out and people decided to take all these funny pictures and junk of him, then he got discontinued really quick. I picked him up on a recent HLJ order that allowed me to grab him as soon as I could. So, yeah, he's discontinued again. So if you want to pick him up, I'd say go pick him up. And try and pose him the way you'd like. He's gonna fall against his knee. Yep. In my honest opinion, go pick up this figure if you can find him. Not only for a rarity, but just because if you love Toy Story, he is so solid. He comes with so much cool stuff. And not to mention, if you're one of those weird people who likes to have a face like this just for the sake of comedy, then go right ahead. I think it's pretty funny. Anyway, now this is Shadow Gear 655. Signing off, and goodbye. See you folks another time. Seriously, that's a really weird face, I'm not gonna lie. It honestly is. But I love it.